So we should be good. Yeah. Yeah. What's good, family? Yeah. How everybody doing? So let me see some. All right, so I think we should be able to do this. Full screen it. Oh no, get that off there. Don't do that. All right. I think we good. There we go. What's good? Trapping out the bando, you heard? We got something new going on right here, you heard me? How we looking? Let me ask you a question, Mike. How do I have all these people stay on the screen? Or can I like have it just myself? Like how we do that?
Well, you're in a meeting, so you gotta just make you just the host.
How I do that? Mm-hmm.
Well, Zoom. It's all control on Zoom.
Sorry, back to the Zoom?
Yeah. Don't exit out.
Right here.
Yep.
Speaker view.
There you go. And click on you.
I got it. Boom.
That go back to YouTube?
Yep.
It's gonna take a couple minutes to update on YouTube.
Yep. There we go. What's good, family? How everybody doing, man? Everybody see me? Everybody good? Got my trappers in the building. You know what I'm talking about? So, all right, y'all. So today we doing something special. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my peoples. I'm in the studio with my family. You know what I'm saying? They put me in a good situation out here. We out here in Atlanta, man. We just having a blast, you know, having fun, linking up, networking, man. So y'all know how I go out here, you know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, man, I just want to see how everybody doing. I want to appreciate everybody for coming in. You know what I'm saying? We doing something special today, you know what I'm saying? So my bros from Earn Your Leisure, they letting me rock out with them. I'm in the EYL studio. They haven't even used it yet. So right now it's officially Trap House Studios. You feel me? It's officially Trap House Studios until they come use it. You feel me? Until they come use it, you know what I'm saying? So also what I got right now is I got my Trappers Anonymous members in the building. So that's the team, that's the fam. I got them live. So what I'm gonna do is ask them some questions. In the process of me asking them some questions, man, we just gonna get busy. So I'm gonna do this. First and foremost, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I a fiduciary. Everything that I say is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Know that with investing, there's comes risk. You must be able to mitigate your risk. If you aren't able to mitigate the risk, seek out financial advice. I know a dope financial advisor by the name of Rashad, part of Earn Your Leisure. He can take you to glory. I can just take you to the trap house. Take none of what I say as what you should be using to build your portfolio. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know how to make it look good. Know that trapper attire is required. And if you don't have your trapper attire, you need to go get it. You feel me? So what's good, man? Can everybody hear me? I see somebody saying they can't hear me. You should be able to hear me because I know I'm loud and clear over here. So with that being said, let's talk about a few things, man. One of the things we're going to talk about is today, man, we know that the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right? They closed minus 60 basis points, right? S&P 500 closed up 12.34 basis points, which is good, right? And the NASDAQ closed plus 86 points. Y'all know that's tech stock crazy over there, right? Shout out to Ty 1176 for the super chat. I feel you. Trappin Studio. I see your chat. We on that long-term mindset, small. You already know, man. You already know. So what I want to do is I'm gonna see why my people jammed up right quick though. They jammed up. So one of the things I want to do is talk to my people. I'm gonna rock with them. So check this out. For my trappers, y'all in the building, hold on, let me let some more people in. Right? Let me let some more people in. We deep, we deep, we deep, we deep, we deep. Right? How y'all feeling? So today, let's talk about a few things, man. We're gonna talk about a few things right now. So into it, right? So I've been talking to my trappers lately about something. I've been telling them about like yesterday I talked to them about Salesforce, right? I talked to them about Smuckers, Smuckers. I talked to them about a few things, man. And what's been happening is these things that I talked to them about today, they went crazy over the last 2 days. Shout out to the trappers if you took my advice. If you didn't take my advice, right? If you didn't take the advice, now I know you're looking like, I should have been rocking with Trap for that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I ain't gonna never lead y'all wrong. So let's talk about something, man. Today, man, let's talk about something. Salesforce, Intuit, right? It's the people that make QuickBooks, right? Big B, that Salesforce, though, Trap is over. You already know, salute, right? So let's talk about something. Intuit stock, right? It's the people that does QuickBooks, right? So you know about QuickBooks, you know about that. So Intuit, today the stock rose, they reported their earnings today. And in their earnings, sales rose 83% from a year ago to $1.8 billion, right? To $1.8 billion, yo. Now listen to this. From last year to this year, sales rose 83%. That's major. One of the biggest things that helped them, yep, they do TurboTax too. One of the things that helped them so much was during the pandemic, people didn't want to go out and do their taxes. So a lot of people did their taxes themselves. They did the taxes themselves. That helped, right? They net profited $455 million in a 3-month time span from taxes. From taxes. Come on, man. I want y'all to understand something. I want y'all to think about something too, right? There's a new wave happening. What's going on right now is probably the new norm, right? And so a lot of things that used to be won't be anymore. So we got to ask ourselves, how does that help a business transition, right? How does a business now be prominent today if it wasn't before? Now, Intuit has always been a good business. My trappers know this. They've been rocking. I done told them about Intuit a long time ago, maybe like 6-7 months ago. But it's prevalent now. It's prevalent now because, hold on, let me let some people in. It's prevalent now because more people feel like, you know what, I can do this myself. Right? They feel like I can do this myself. I can get in the game myself. So this now opens up something different. It's now opened up a new avenue. Remember, around this time, great businesses will be born. They will be birthed. And it's on you to be a part of it. This is why something I always tell y'all, right? Get rid of the dinosaurs. You should only have a few dinosaurs in your portfolio. What dinosaurs I mean? I mean the Cokes. I mean the AT&Ts. You know, the Johnson & Johnsons. They're dinosaurs. They dinosaurs. Exxon, right? They dinosaurs. We have to transition and we have to be in a position to where we are where the growth is. We got to be where the growth is. If you're not where the growth is, you're doing yourself a disservice. You feel me? One of my trappers say disruptive innovation. 100% agree with that. You have to be in a position where the growth is. This is how you're going to build your wealth. You're going to accelerate building your wealth when you're with growth. right? You're going to accelerate, and that's what you want to do. You want to accelerate building your wealth, right? You want to accelerate that. You got to be willing to, and it may be a little risky for us, right? But we got to be where the growth is, right? Another business that we talked about in the group today, the other day, was Salesforce, CRM. Listen, trappers, trappers. We talked about this. What I said, I gave y'all a list of companies this week that I was going to look at. Salesforce was the #1 company. I'm saying, I stuck my foot in the water. We saw at the beginning of the week, it was already up 4%. I said, listen, in the beginning of the week, as I make this post, they're already up 4%. I say, by the time earnings call come, I mean, I can bring you to the water. I can bring you to the water, but I can't make you drink. I can't make you drink. I'm all the way growth at. So what I did was with Salesforce, I figured, okay, this is a good time for me to get a little more. Because I understand what happens is we have to do also is look at previous things that they've been doing. Look at how the world is adjusting. Look at what industries are becoming more prominent right now. The cloud. Y'all with me? Man, we trapping. Man. What we doing, man? What we doing? How we feeling, man? How we feeling? So what I'm gonna do right now is, let me see, man. I'm gonna let one of my trappers come in right quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me see where the trap is at. Let me see. I'm gonna unmute somebody. Right? I'm gonna unmute somebody. And let's see if I can do this the right way, you hear me? So let me look at everybody. Let me see. Who got a question? Yo, who got a question? I have a question. Ebony Wynn has a question. So let's go to Ebony's name. Let me see if I can do this the right way. Let me see, because y'all know.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Quinn. What's good?
Good evening. How's everyone?
Everybody doing?
Okay. First of all, thank you all for the prayers and well wishes. I'm feeling better. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
So regarding companies that are removed from the S&P or the NASDAQ or the Dow, I know there's like 5 qualifications for them to stay. And there are some exceptions that they give some companies. But can you explain to some people who may not understand what that means when a company is delisted from the S&P, NASDAQ, or Dow?
Okay, so basically what happens is, that's a great question. Let me see something. So that's a great question. Glad you asked that, because some people don't know how that go. So what happens is this, man. So in order to be on the big board, or in order to be on any exchange or any indice, right? You have to have a certain 2 things can happen. Your share price has to be a certain price. Your share price have to be a certain price, which is why you saw a company like ACB do a reverse split, so they can have more shares, less shares, but a lot of so the revenue, the stock price can go up, right? How many of y'all remember when ACB did the reverse split? Any of y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? All right, cool. So what happened was, because the stock price fell so low, right? So you have to be above $1, right? The stock price fell under $1. And then what happens was, they was on verge again of going bankrupt too. So what happens was the market cap also decreased. So when they did the reverse split, what happened was they took a lot of stock, let them all come together as one, and then that increased the stock price. Because that increased the stock price, that caused the market cap to go up. So you have to have a certain market cap to be on these indices. You have to have a certain amount of stock at some time, and your stock have to trade at a certain stock price for a certain amount of time. If that doesn't happen, you can be delisted. You can come off that exchange. Sometimes you can move to another exchange, depending on what it is. Every exchange does have a different set of rules and regulations. So you want to be mindful of that. Y'all good? Everybody understand that? Great question, Queen. That can happen with any company. And it's another thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Early 2018, Exxon was trading at about $117, something like that. When it switched over, you know, it's been on a steady decline since then. It's done went from 117 to 89 to now it's at 40 something dollars. So definitely not in a position to be bucking to be on that. And that move actually hurt a lot of people's heart, right? The reason why I hurt a lot of people's heart, because think about this, Exxon has been a cornerstone of American business. Yo, whoa, don't do that, fam. You heard me? So Exxon has been like a cornerstone of American businesses, man. So that hurt a lot of people's heart when that happened, 100%, man. So I hope we answered that. I hope y'all understood that. And listen to me, when a business gets delisted, and from my point of view, that's not a good business to be in. I'm gonna just say that, because that means they're on a steady decline. You feel me? That means you're on a steady decline. So you kind of want to be mindful of businesses that get delisted, right? And the crazy part was, a while, like maybe like 2 years ago, I was really about to fight with Exxon. Here's a great example. Here's another thing I want you to know too: value traps, right? Value traps are something that you have to be mindful of. So what is a value trap? A value trap could be like an Exxon. It's a great business, steady declining. The dividend yield is raising. So you think that the business actually has a great dividend yield, but because you're not paying attention to the steady decline in the service, in the business, you might jump into that. That, my dear friends, is an actual value trap, and we don't want no parts of that. How y'all feel about that? Everybody good with that? Everybody rocking with that? Man, shout out to the chappers, man. We in, man. We got 1.1K people in here, man, in 11 minutes. Yeah, man, for sure, man. Do me a favor, man. This go a long way for me, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Share this video, like the video, man.
It hurt?
All right, do me a favor, man. Share the video and like the video, man. That's gonna show me a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? You know, we trying to get this YouTube money. You heard me? That's why we come on here. We give so much game, man, because, you know, we just want YouTube to pop it off. 100%, you heard me? So we're going to tap into something else that I talked about today, man. So let's talk about this. So it's a company called IHG, right? I was doing a little research on this, right? So IHG is a great hotel businesses. They had 48 hotels that broke ground during the coronavirus, right? They had 48 hotels that broke ground during the coronavirus. Now, the dope part about that is this. They own some of the hotel names that they own is the Intercontinental, the Hotel Indigo out here in Atlanta. I've been to that one before. Crown Plaza, Holiday Inn, Holiday Inn Express, right? So the reason why I said that about that business was because this was something else I called wave of, right? Something else I call wave of. Let me admit some people right quick. In July, the average housing cost rose 8.5%. So the average housing cost right now is about $304,000, right? Just average housing cost, right? But then also what we did was we saw businesses like Home Depot and Lowe's increase revenue during this time, right? So we saw Lowe's beat their top and bottom line, beat earnings by 23%, and they have beat for the last 4 quarters. Shout out to Queasy Vision, man. I appreciate that, man. Shout out for the super chat, right? So we saw them do that, right? We saw Home Depot, right? But here's something that's dope. We saw a business. I've been telling the trappers about this for a while. Toll Brothers. I done told them about this for a while because the real estate aspect of the market is actually going up, right? Toll Brothers, but it's a certain section of real estate that's going up. It's the new development. It's the construction, right? These are the sectors that's going up. Toll Brothers, they beat earnings today and revenue. The stock is up 26%. The stock is up 26%. Toll Brothers, I was actually riding around in Atlanta today because y'all know they got a lot of high rise going up. And what did I see? I saw Toll Brothers on like 6 of those up and coming construction sites being built, right? So that shows you that they're being active. Why? Interest rates are so low, right? That people are now saying, you know what? Let me just take advantage of building something new right now, right? Let me take advantage of this. So we can take advantage of that. We also saw people like Target, Whirlpool, right? I talked to the trappers about this. Why you see these people going up, right? Like one of the trappers said, United Rentals. I told them about, they probably up like 90% on United Rentals, right? The reason why you see this going up is because we understand that if interest rates are this low, then now people want to build. People are going to take advantage of building. People are going to refinance their homes, get a cheaper rate, right? People are going to do everything to do that, right? So if they're going to do that, if they're going to take advantage of that, then we need to be in stocks that have great fundamentals that can perform well in these times. The greatest thing about being in the stock market is just understanding the dynamics of when we need to be there. Shout out to my brother, man. Mark my rule, man. Trap House Jumping. Make sure y'all be a part of the Come Up series. Make sure y'all tapping into my guy, man. I got so much love for the Dark Knight, man. If y'all rock with the Dark Knight, man, go up there, throw the bats in there. Y'all know how he get down. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that, man. Shout out to my people. My Trappers Anonymous crew, man, we almost 400 deep in that, man. We trapping, we big trapping, you hear me? So we want to pay attention to that, right? We want to pay attention to that. We want to be in businesses, right? My trappers know. So check this out. If we see construction going up, now hear me out, right? Hear me out, check me out. If we see construction going up, right? Wait a minute. I'm not a financial advisor. Nor am I a fiduciary, right? Nor am I a fiduciary. Everything that I say is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Know that you must be able to do your due diligence. With investing comes risk. If you aren't able to mitigate your risk, please seek out financial advisor, fiduciary, or some type of professional help. I personally know a great financial advisor. His name is Rashad, one part of the Earn Your Leisure crew, right? He can take you to glory. I can only take you to the trap house. So check this out. This is something I told the trappers a while back. You hear me? Check this out. If you know that home improvement is inclining or increasing, and if you know that Home Depot and Lowe's
I don't remember for sure.
Increasing.
I always said cool temperature has been setting.
If we know that and we see that, with construction, hold up. With construction, we know that a business that we like by the name of United Rentals is going to soar. Why will they soar? Because on every construction site you go on, you'll see what's called a man lift. And it's a good chance those man lifts are made by United Rentals. I'm just saying. We like boring businesses, man. We like boring businesses. So check this out, man. Let me dig in my trappers. Let me see if somebody got a question, man. What's good, trappers, man? Somebody got a question, man. It's the trap hotline. You heard me? It's the trap hotline. Who got a question, man? Let's get it in. All right. All right. Let's see if I can get the. Unmute yourself. You unmuted. Come on, King. Let's go.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, so I just had a quick question.
What's your
So
question?
my little bro, he been down since '09, right?
Facts.
And basically, when I try to talk to him about the stock stuff, you know, he real like institutionalized. And you know, I don't judge. It is what it is.
We can't.
You know, he in a situation I ain't never been through, but I'm trying to figure out like, is it a different kind of way I could reach him? You know, when you in that situation, or like, you know, I know you said the white dude had put you on, but like coming from, you know, maybe like a family member or somebody who more familiar with you, where it's not as intriguing, I guess. Is there a different kind of way I could propose, you know, getting into stocks to him?
All right, man, that's a great question. You know why that's a great question? Because that's what I come from. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things I would say is the best way to get to him is show him the results. Right? We are people that need results. Right? Results is what drive us. Results is what make us sit down. You know, that's what we doing. So you got to show him what you doing, and you got to give it to him in a way that he gonna know. So you can't get all technical with him, right? You can't get all you know, you can't speak over his head. One of the things that was important, that was vital for me, was it was plain. Like, it wasn't put in a different way. Remember, I always said, the dude told me this: man, you playing the wrong game. Alone opened my brain up. I was like, what you mean I'm playing the wrong game? And he went to show him. He was like, listen, you doing this, this, and this. And if you doing this, then you can own this. If you doing this, then you can own this. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give it to him in plain daylight. You got to be like, yeah, man, I was out here buying these Air Force Ones, man. So I went and bought this Nike stock at such down, man. That stuff at $100 and some now, man. I made bread off that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, like, I'm on this phone with you, but I don't mind when you call me on this iPhone, because, man, Apple just did a stock split. What is a stock split? Oh, man, that's when one stock become full. You know what I'm saying? And I got paid for all of them. So you got to be able to break it down to him, but don't force feed him, right? The worst thing you could do is force feed him, because now he's gonna be like, man, you talking some other stuff, bro. I ain't trying to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? So you give it to him in bits and pieces, but you provoke the thought. Right? That's one of the things we want to do, is provoke the thought. We can't make nobody do it, but if we can provoke the thought, then at that point, they become intrigued. Remember, the reason why we don't do a lot of things is because we haven't been exposed to the information. Once we get exposed to the information, everything hit different, right? Everything hit different once you're exposed to it. So take your knowledge, King, in the same way I break it down to you, the same way you take that information, the same way you be like, man, Trap be breaking that stuff down. Take that same thing, and you in a group, so we got a lot of stuff in the group. Take that down, break it all the way down. Break the brick down to dimes. You know what I'm saying? And feed it to him that way, King.
Yeah, I'll actually do it for you.
I got you. I'm gonna do it like that. I guess, you know, it's little bro, so I'll be getting a little aggressive with it, trying to force it on him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a step back and try to,
you know why? Because
yeah.
This is the thing. This is what happens. Because you see the potential. See, you done been exposed to it. You done seen your portfolio run up 20%, 30%. You like, man, that's the easiest money I ever made in my life. You feel what I'm saying? He don't know that. In his mind, that's risky. You feel me? So you gotta come. And then if he the big bro, you said?
No, it's little bro, but he been down for 11 years though. So it's like, he done grew up in a totally different world than me.
Yeah, he done grew up different. That's like me at 16. So he the little bro, so he's still on some, you know, you gotta also understand the environment for him is chaotic. You know what I'm saying? So he 11 years in, so he tapped in on a whole nother frequency. So you're gonna have to feed him that piece by piece. You gotta be patient with him. You know what I'm saying? The same way I had to be patient with my homies in the street. I had to like tell him, like, bro, I'm not going to that club. If we buying this, if you buying Hennessy, you better buy LVMH. Because it's gonna be different if we drinking out that bottle. If you got them Fendi's on, you better own LVMH. You got that Louis Vuitton bag on, man, I own it, so you working for me. So it was a different approach I had. So you gotta come at it with a different type of approach, family. I appreciate that, man. I hope I locked in with you on that, you hear me? I appreciate that. Appreciate that. So check this out, man. Let me get to some of these super chats, man, that's been showing love. Shout out my guy Jamal, man. Saw love, man. Other part of that EYL team. You know what I'm saying? That's the fam. Shout out Zaire. I think I said your name right. Any thoughts on Big C e-commerce company partnering with Facebook and IG? it's always a push Facebook making moves. You know, they got this TikTok thing, they under a little pressure, but shout out to my Facebook options because they going crazy, right? They going crazy right now. Shout out to, let me see, I got a few other people in here. Norris Pope, shout out to you. Salute you, family. I appreciate that. I don't want to say your name wrong. Kensito, any course you recommend to learn options more in depth? Nah, I don't know, bro. We might be cooking something up though. Yeah, man. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, we might be cooking something. You hear me? So check this out, man. Let me get back on my group. Man, who else got a question, man? Listen, man. Trap a hotline. Tap into your boy. Y'all remember that 1-800-HUSTLER? Y'all too young to know about that, man.
Trap, I got a question.
All right, who you is, family? Raise
My
your
name
hand.
is
Raise your hand in the bottom. Something else happened today too that I want to talk about, man.
I got a question too.
All right, I got you. You gotta say it in the thing so I can add you, family. You gotta say it in the bottom. You hear me? Explain to us about options, man. We ain't here for that. David Grant, what's good, family? I see you. All right, let me see. All right, so let me click you in. Hold on. Raise your hand. All right, Doubtlaw, let's go. What you got, family? Let's go. Question.
My question is, can you explain how everyone values a company differently? I see in the group, I've been in the group a long time. Okay. And I see a lot of people ask like, oh, how do you find the buy-in price? And I just would like you to give some insight on how different people will value a business differently. Oh,
that's sweet. I like that. We talking my kind of talk. 1-800 hotline, you on the phone with the trapper. Yeah. So check this out. So when it comes to evaluating a business, every investor is going to evaluate a business different. No investor will always have the same buy-in price, right? No investor will still have the same selling price. This is why you will see some analysts have Apple at a 520 valuation, and some have it at a 530 valuation, right? So what happens is anytime you evaluate a business, what you're essentially doing is asking yourself, what is this worth to me? What is this business worth to me? What the business is worth to me and what the business is worth to the next investors is two completely different things. Why? Because when you're looking at the business and you're looking at the metrics, you now have to ask yourself, what do I see happening in the future to take this business to what I see is worth, right? In order to do that, like we do in the course, in the course, we break down different metrics, different ratios. We break all of that down inside of the course. So even though we all can use those same metrics because the number is clear, the numbers and the metrics and the ratios are clear for us. What has to happen next is where we put our own interpretation on it. Think about this. If you and me see a situation happen, by the time we go tell it to somebody else, which I ain't going to tell it, right? But by the time we go tell it to somebody else, we've already tweaked it a little. How many of y'all can agree with that?
Absolutely.
Right? So what happens is we can see the situation happen. Literally, all see it happen at the same time. By the time we go tell the next person, we done tweaked it a little. You feel me? We done tweaked it a little. Right? So what we got to do is put our own valuation on the business. This is why it's important for us to do our own homework, right? Because I may value a business. Prime example, I value Chipotle. I evaluated Chipotle. I evaluated Chipotle. I evaluated that business at $500, right? I evaluated the business at $500. But some analysts probably evaluated the business, you know, at whatever they evaluated it at. But for me, I knew that it wasn't worth $900. Now, here we're going to get into something different. a lot of times, this what can happen. Check it out. The stock price can outperform the business. Y'all ain't ready to talk about that. A lot of times the stock price can outperform the actual business. So you like, Trap, how can a stock price outperform the business? Well, it's simple. Here's what happens. As the business continuously brings in value, right? As the business continues to establish itself as a certified brand, as the business continues to put out great products and services, as the CEO continues to add value to the business, spread the business, expand the business, as the CEO and the management teams continue to do this to the business, what happens is investors will say, yo, this is a great business. I see the value added to this business. So as investors see the value added to the business, what they'll now do is buy the stock, continuously buy the stock. This can cause stock prices to rise, right? And now what happens is, this is how you get the term an overvalued business. You get the term the overvalued business because at this point now, the stock price has exceeded the value of the business. Everybody with me? We trapping up, we trapping. Do me a favor, everybody on here, man. Take this, right? Like this, and share this with somebody, man. Share this with somebody. So trappers, do y'all understand the question that the family asked? Shout out to the family. I know who that was, right? That's an OG trapper question right there, right? So if you understand the question he asked, he saw people in the group evaluating businesses, and he probably has seen people come up with different ways. He an OG. I know as the outlaw, he an OG. He been with the group for a long time. Shout out for the loyalty. Shout out for the support, fam. You've been trapping with me. You feel me? And so he's watched the group grow and transition different ways. And so he's a great fundamental investor like myself. And I know he sees different people maybe analyzing and valuing different things in the group. So what he is asking was, can we break down how people can have different valuations of a group? This is why it's important for us to have. This is why it's very important for us to do our own research. Here's why. Here's another part to that question, right? Here's another part to that question. When we do our own research, right, we also now identify different, check me out, we also now identify different risk tolerance. Feel me? Listen to me. When we evaluate a business, this is why you can't invest in a business based on what somebody else research has done. You know why? Because when I invest in a business, I automatically take into account that if this business goes here, if it falls this much, I'm still willing to hang in. Some people, when they invest in a business, if that business stock price goes down $2 to $5, they immediately say, I'm selling. And they lock in that loss, right? Instead of averaging down. But the reason why they can't average down is because the risk tolerance level is different. I always say, and I said it yesterday, shout out to my guys, Earning Leisure, Rashad, Troy, Ian, the whole Earning Leisure crew. I said this yesterday, right? Damn, what did I say yesterday? Damn, that shit went off my head, yo. Oh, I said this yesterday. Knowing when to buy a stock is more important than knowing when to sell it. Knowing when to buy a stock is more important than knowing when to sell it. The reason being is, if you buy the stock at a discounted price, right? When it goes up, you win. When you buy stock at a discounted price and it goes down, you buy more. Because if you loved it at 200, you're madly in love with it at 75. If the business structure and conditions are the same. You feel me? Let me break that back again. Let me break that back again. Knowing when to buy a stock is way more important than knowing when to sell it. Here's why. If I buy the stock, if you buy the stock at $100, right? And it goes up, but my evaluation on the business is that the business is worth $60. So you buy it at 100, it goes up to 120. I'm not panicking, I'm chilling. The stock goes from 120 to 90. At that point, the person who bought it from 100 gonna get scared. It's just an innate nature. Because you, excuse me, it's a good chance you really didn't do the homework on it, right? But here's what happens. If I see it go from 90 to 60, now what happens is this. From 60 to 100, I've now gained $40 of equity because I bought it at the right price. While at 100 now, you've only broke even. You with me? So now when you go to that 120, I'm now up $60 per share. You're only up $20. So knowing when to buy a stock is extremely more important than knowing when to sell it. Next question. Travis, you got a question, man? Raise your hand, man. We trapping or we trapping? Is we trapping or is we trapping, man? Right? If we trapping, listen, man, 1-800-TRAPPER hotline, man. You know what I'm saying? 1-800-TRAPPER hotline, man. Trap with your boy, man. Holla at me. Who got a question? Shout out to D Outlaw, man. I appreciate you, family. We trapping or we trapping, man. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Listen, man, my record was 2,000 people in here before. Let's break that, man. Let's break that. Let's break that, man. So share us with somebody, man. Let's go, man. 1-800-TRAPPER hotline, man. Dial in, man. Y'all talking about Trap House jumping. So before one of my trappers, I want to see one of my trappers got a question. Y'all raise your hand at the bottom. I wanted to ask a question, but it's just so much to soak in for sure. We was at 1900. Oh, mine say 8, mine say 9. Oh, okay, the trap was in the building. For sure. Shout out to the chat. Okay, so something that okay. What that is. Let's see what we got. All right, let's go, man. Who got a question? Let's get the trappers in, man. Let's get the trappers in. Who got a question? Y'all be ready. So another thing too that happened, I talked about this yesterday, man, on EYL show. I don't see the raised hands, y'all. Just say I got a question. I can't see the raised hand. So one of the things I talked about yesterday was another business.
Yeah, Trap.
What's good, fam? There we go. I see you. What's good?
What's up, fam? Look, watching Kramer today. They had the some went on the dial, some came off the dial. What type of effect, if any, would that have on potential prices with the stocks that came off versus the stock that went up, that went on? And why such things like that happen?
Say that again. I heard you, but I heard something in the background. Say it again for me.
I say, and why does that happen with those? Because it's the Dow is the industrial, right?
Dow industrial average for sure.
Right. Now some of the companies that went on, one particularly industrial companies, How is it that they could actually put those on, and what effect would that have on the prices that the companies that came off?
Okay.
That makes sense.
Gotcha. Nah, 100%. All right, so here's what happens, right? Great question, family. Great question, man. Great question. So here's what happens. The companies that have been taken off the dial, so every industry wants to have a certain amount of exposure to technology, right? You with me so far on that? Now, what happens is this. Because Apple did the stock split, they had a weighted average of about 28% in tech. But when Apple did the stock split, it dropped them down to 20%, right? So what they did now was they needed more exposure to the tech industry. If you notice, the companies that they brought in were tech companies, right? So they bring in tech companies, and those tech companies now raise their tech percentage up to about 26%. You feel me? So it raised the tech up to about 26%, and now they got rid of companies that were underperforming. It's kind of like a coach, right? So when a coach got his starting 5 in, if you look gassed out, or if you getting beat down by the person you checking, coach gonna take you out and put a new performer in. You with me? Now, what's dope about that is this. The companies that get added, it's an automatic increase to the value of the business. The reason why it's an automatic increase, because it's like this. It's like you going from varsity, from JV to varsity. You already, it's like you certified now. You feel what I'm saying? So that was great for them to make that move. So it will add value to those businesses, just like with Tesla. When Tesla gets to the S&P 500, like it's gonna be a new day in the rap game. Reason why it's gonna be a new day, because the S&P is the big boy. It's called the big board. Those are the big dogs, right? So you get to the S&P, you on your big dog stuff. You feel what I'm saying? It's like being an OG. It's like being like, yeah, like I can flood the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got that word. I got that blue magic. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I got that.
Bro.
So that's what it does for them, family. So I definitely hope I answered that question for you, family.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, fam.
For sure. So check it out, man. Let me see, man. I saw my guys up in here. You dig? I saw my guys. Shout out to the EYL team, man. You know what I'm saying? My guy, Rashad, Troy, the whole crew, man, they doing something special right now, man. And boys know I got love for them, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vaughn, Span, Trap Hotline. You already know, 1-800 Trap House Jump.
Yo, say Trap, can you hear me, bro?
Can hear you, fam. What's good? Talk to me.
Man, look, man, I got a serious question, bro. This Blue.
Man, look, this is my guy Blue, man. We was in a pen together. Shout out to Blue, man. Played a lot of
bro.
Guy, man.
Hey, you put me on, man.
You already know.
You put me on for real, for real.
Let's
Big smile on my face right now.
Talk about it.
But look, this was going on. So I know you didn't already explain with the stock split shit, but this was going on in my mind, all right? Now, if I'm wrong, please help me understand. Once they do this stock split, okay, just to say Apple gonna go to $125, I'm gonna have 4 shares of it then.
That's a fact.
Is it not smarter to buy before the split? Because now once the split comes, the value, even though it's split to 125, ain't that's gonna shoot back up to like 200, 300, 400 real quick because it shot down so low?
Okay, so check this out. I'm about to break this down for my fam. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blue, man. I was in the pen with that man. Good guy. So check this out. First thing I'm gonna say is this. I'm not your financial advisor.
Hey, go ahead.
Financial advisor. Knowing my fiduciary, right? Knowing that all investing comes with risk, right? So if you aren't able to mitigate your risk, you must seek out financial advice from a professional. Know that everything I say is for information and entertainment purposes only. You feel me? So check this out, family. So this is what I want you to know about that. And I've told people about this, right? So what happens with this is this. if you bought Apple before the stock split, right? If he bought Apple before the stock split, now essentially what you did was use the gains. So let's say Apple ran up to 500, which it did. If you bought it at the stock split, when they announced it, it was a $400 stock. So if you bought it all the way up to the time that it split, which is you had to buy it on the 24th, right? That was the record. So now they're gonna split on the 31st. So now what happens?
I got one at 350.
That's cool. So now what happens is this: you've literally now made, if it goes to 500 again, you've literally now made $150. So now what they'll do is they'll split that into 4 for every 1 share you have. But check this out: that $150 that you made in profit, what you'll see is when you look at your Apple stock, you'll see 4.1 or 4.2. That's the percentage.
Another share.
That's a percentage of another share that when they broke it down, that percentage got you, that profit got you a piece of another share. You feel what I'm saying? So if you bought 10 shares, you now have gained 150 for every share you made, which is $1,000 something. So now that'll probably buy you another 10 shares when it break down. So essentially what you've done is you've broke a brick down of all dimes. You've now let the connect buy you more product without you putting up another dollar.
Right.
Got that?
Yeah, I got it. I got it 100%, man.
All right, man.
It was just something I was explaining to some people. Man, I be talking all that work like I know what I be talking about, man. Like for real. But I was explaining to him, and me, I was saying that, you know, it was way more important to buy before the split, because once it's split, the stock price of it gonna end up going right back up. So you ain't got just one, you got four shares that, you know, all of them gonna end up going back up to at least 300-400. You know what I'm saying? That was like where my mind at on it. Now I don't know if once it's split and it go down to 125, people gonna buy and it just get to 200. You know, I don't know, but I'm thinking it's gonna shoot back up to 3, 4, maybe even, you know.
We're not gonna let you run like that. You're not about to do that.
Okay.
You're not about to do that. You're not about to do that. Don't do that. We love you. We got love for you. We appreciate you.
All right, bro. Thank you for taking my call, man.
You already know.
Hey, bro, man. Hey, you got me in another world, bro, but I appreciate it.
Listen, man, I appreciate you. You know, I'm just rocking with you, though, but, man, we come a long way, man. I always tell you, man.
No doubt, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proud
Salute you, too, man. We all proud of you, too, fam. For real. Like,
what's good, Travis, man? We in the building, you hear me? Shout out to Latoya Davis, man. I appreciate that. You already know. Shout out to the chat, man. We hit 2K, man. You already know. 1-800-TRAP hotline. You hear me? Holla at your boy, man. We trapping as we trapping. Do me a favor, man. Share this, right? Share this. Like it. Let's get the likes up. Share this, man. Everybody need to be in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. 1-800, man. Trap hotline. You already know, man. 1-800-TRAP hotline. You already know, man. So check it out. Let's go, man. Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm feeling about it. Zoom. I'm so distracted. All right, man. So look, man, let's trap, man. So one of the things I saw today, that was two. Let me get into something deep right quick, right? I want to start answering questions in the middle of what I got going on. But check this out. One of the things that's real that happened today that's real dope was J157 1-800-TRAP. I just want to say hello to the cousins. You already know, family. I appreciate that. So movie theaters, right? We got 1,700 movie theaters open up this week, right? But what I don't want you all to get caught up in is because they are opening up 1,700 movie theaters, I do not want us to go jump and run up on AMC. The business has filed or was close to filing for bankruptcy. We don't want no part of that. You feel me? We not tracing trends. You feel me? AMC is full of debt. It's full of debt. We're not chasing trends. We are chasing value. Great businesses with great management that we can let run for a long time. I'm gonna tell y'all something. So one of the questions people always ask me is this. They be like, Trap, how many businesses is too many businesses to have in my portfolio? And for me, it's simple, right? This is what I want you to understand, right? Shout out to my trappers, man. I told you, man, we 400 and something deep. I just switched this thing to 1,000 people because I know they was gonna come in here with that gangster stuff. You know what I'm saying? The trappers be with it. So let me tell y'all this, and this was something I showed my trappers a while back, right? That's a fact. Some dumb people said it was trash before the pandemic. I agree with you 100%, family. You did. With a comment like that, you need to be in this group, man. You part of, I like your energy. So this is what I want y'all to understand. This is what I want y'all to know, right? A while back, maybe about 2-3 years ago, man, I noticed something, right? And it stuck out to me real. And I told my trappers this maybe about about a year ago. They go look at one of the old videos. Megan, I appreciate that super chat, Queen. Shout out to the Queen, man. You heard me? Appreciate that for the $99 super chat, man. That's how the Queen shows love. Play ZJ. Appreciate the super chat, family. It's all love, right? So one of the things this was something I noticed a while back, man, when I was studying like some of the great investors of our time. One of the things I did notice was this. I noticed that they may have a lot of businesses in their portfolio. You look at people like Warren Buffett and the Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah, man, we shout out to everybody over the 2000s, man. Trap House jumping, man. 1-800 Trapper. You hear me? Trapper hotline. 1-800 Trapper hotline. Trap with your boy, man. You hear me? I'm having fun, man. We vibing. You hear me? So check this out, man. One of the things I noticed, man, when I was looking at like Warren Buffett and a lot of these great investors, right? Even though they may have, 40, 50, 60 businesses inside of their portfolio, the one thing I did notice about all of them was this. They literally had majority of their money in the 4 stocks. Real talk. I know if some of my lieutenants in the group, they remember. I know Baker may remember. I know Deshaun, D Outlaw may remember. A few people who've been in the group for a while may remember this, right? But if you look at the portfolios of Buffett, Leon Cooperman, a lot of these people, Guy Spirit, if you look at their portfolio, you would see that their top 4 positions held about 80% of the business's money. It was something I noticed. It was something I noticed. If we look at the top, if we look at it, we could see that their top 4 positions, 3 or 4 positions, probably had about 70 to 80% of the capital. So with that being said, when you're setting up your I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I a fiduciary. Everything that I say is for education and entertainment purposes only. Know that with all investing comes risk, and you must be able to mitigate your risk. If you aren't able to mitigate your risk, you must seek out financial advice, seek out financial help. I know a great financial advisor by the name of Rashad, one part of the Earning Leisure team. He can take you to glory. I can only take you to the trap house. You dig? So what I want to tell y'all is this. Somebody see the disclaimer is only necessary once. My disclaimer is necessary as many times as I feel like it's necessary because I need people to get the point. You feel me? So check it out. What we need to do is, right? What we need to do is we need to understand that only having your portfolio, which you can keep up with. Hold up, man. Shaw, I've been getting some super chats in here, man. Let me throw that out there right quick, man. Shout out to, hold on, y'all. Shout out to Director Dre. Shout out to Dre, man. Shout out to Vonnie EC. Shout out to William SC. Shout out to the family, man. I appreciate that love and the super chat. You already know. 1-800 Trapper hotline. Tap in. So in your portfolio, you really should only have enough businesses for you to keep up with, right? You only want enough businesses that you can literally keep up with, right? Because when you have too many businesses, you now become an index fund, right? You now become an index fund or an ETF. You don't want to be that, right? But you don't want to overload your boat with what you can't keep track of and be able to identify what's going on and where it's going on at. But also, you want to have at least 2 or 3 stocks that are your go-to. It's your bread and butter. It's your foundation. What you shouldn't do is fall in love with those stocks, because here's what can happen. Once those stocks get way overvalued, and I talked to my trappers about a price to sell. Once you meet your price to sell, what you now do is you take those profits off the table and you use those profits to reinvest into another business or another position, right? So that is what we need to do. Somebody asked me, don't I have multiple accounts? Of course I do. I have a long account, which is my Roth IRA. It's 59 and a half. I play that account extremely different from my primary account in which I do a lot of, 10 and 15 year, 5, 10, 15 year position. So I do have multiple accounts, but they all have a different purpose. So what I have in my IRA is something I ain't gonna look at till I'm 59 and a half. What I have in my Roth, what I have in my primary account is something I may look at, every 5 years, once a year, so of course I do. You should too. So let's go, man. Trap, what's good, family? Let's get somebody, man. 1-800-TRAP a hotline. Do me a favor, tell me you got a question. All right, I got you. I see you. Rashawn Blake, what's good, family? Tap in.
I had to unmute myself. You can hear me?
I can hear you, Queen.
Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm well. I had a question about custodial accounts. So
Okay.
I set up 3 for my daughters, and I do have a daughter also. And I heard you say before that how you play her account is different from how you do yours. So what is your criteria for making that decision on what you put in your account as opposed to what you set her up with?
Oh, that's a beautiful question right there. That was a rose right there. So one of the things I like to do with my daughter's account is, because she's so young, the way that I look at her account is she has enough time to withstand any type of storm. Remember, she's only 4 years old. So she has until she's 18 before she can, get access to the account. So what I did was I said, okay, I can be more risk heavy. Literally, my daughter has owned Tesla since 250. I personally don't own it at all, but I love Elon Musk. But I was willing to take risk with her because I said no matter how this went, she had enough time to, see the company do whatever it was going to do. My daughter owns like 5 shares of Tesla. So her account is booming, Whereas myself, I don't own it. Ruby D, you saying add you to the Zoom meeting. If you are in Trappers Anonymous, I put the link in the group today, so you can just tap me yourself. Yeah, so my daughter got Tesla at about 250, 249 is 250. It was 2019 when she got it. And she just had it, and I bought it because I just believed in Elon, but I didn't do it for my dang on self. So her portfolio is going crazy right now. My daughter got Amazon at 1,800. And she going crazy right now. So I literally will take more risk with her, but it'll be risk in businesses that I feel have an extreme upside, right? It won't let us in. It should have 1,000 people. I'm admitting people right now. Excuse me to answer your question. I'm admitting people right now. They got 23 people waiting. I got to add y'all in. I'm in the middle of a question right now. But just hit that link. It should let you in because I put it up to 1,000 people. So what I do is, and I know that with my business, I mean, with my accounts, even though I am risk of, you know, I'm with the risk, but she has another 14 years that I feel I can be more risky with. So with my account, I'm more so 70-30 risk, 70-30 as far as risk and solid companies, and 30% just solid businesses that I know are the cornerstone of my portfolio. With hers is like 85-15, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about how much risk are you willing to take and expose her to, and let it play out without you really panicking on it. So does that make sense to you, Queen?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect. My youngest is 6 and my oldest is 14. So it's like they're the way it's set up in Florida, they have until they're 21. So what you're saying makes perfect sense. It has more time to play out. And the risk can be mitigated over the course of them years.
Yeah, because what happens is for us, you know, in our mind, we got the clock ticking. Like, so you like, yo, if this happened, how long is it going to take for this to recover? Right? Whereas if you know your kid got another 10 years, we say like, yo, don't invest in a business that you can't have for 5 or 10 years. That's cool to say that. But in your mind, you like, yo, am I willing to wait 5 years to let this thing get back where it needs to be at? Most people aren't. True investors are. Because you're in a group, you should be built like that. But it's easier to say, I'm gonna invest in a great business for my little one because I done did the research and I know this business is going, you know what I'm saying? We know that no investment is 100% sure, but you get the gist of what I'm saying, Queen.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
100%, I appreciate you, man. 1-800-TRAP hotline, man. I'm on a roll tonight, man. This is what we doing, y'all. Listen. So we gonna run a little bit longer. You know, I'm gonna give us a little bit more time, man, and we gonna, you know, I'm gonna just try to do this on a good note, man. We letting people in the group right now. You know what I'm saying? So let me see, Trap. What's good, man? How we feeling? You know, I don't want to go too much longer. What's up, man? Somebody got a question, man. How the Trap was feeling, man? How y'all feeling on YouTube, man? I want everybody to know, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I see we got up to 22.1. That's a whole blessing right there, man, for y'all to just be rocking with me. And that's a new record for me, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know I appreciate everybody that's rocking with me. You already know Trap House officially jumping, man. Blue Magic, you already know. Let's go. Somebody got to come and take 2 more questions, man. Let me go. Let's see what we got, man. Shout out to my guy Mark with his Come Up Tuesday, man. We already know it's love, but it's Trappin' Tuesday right now. You hear me? We trapping out the bando. You already know. All right. What you got? Where you at?
Whoa, what up, Trap?
What's good, family?
Coolin', man. Say I wanted to get a little more information on if I want to jump into an IPO, what would be my best source of research for that?
All right, so let me say this. I want you to understand this. I'm gonna just be 100% real with you. I really don't want you jumping on no IPO.
I feel you. I just be looking at them, and you know, some of them they be tempting. You know what I'm saying?
100%. So this is why I want you jumping on the IPOs, man. The reason why I want you jumping on the IPOs is because we want to let the business formulate a little bit, right? We want to see if it's a good business, right? If it's a good business, it's a good business regardless. Think about it. So in the beginning stages of it, right? I didn't even get beyond me until it had done reported 3 quarters for me. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is it'll run up due to people having emotion, right? It'll run up because of people's emotion, not because it's a good business. The last thing we want to do is invest in a business based off people's emotion, right? We want to invest in a business based on the principles and the foundation of the business, right? So I don't want you to jump in on a IPO. I want you to see the whole baby perform. You did?
Real.
I wanted to go from a 4.5 to a whole thing. Feel me?
Yeah, I need that chicken.
I need a chicken. I'm playing myself short because the thing, if it's good, it's gonna double up regardless, and you ain't gonna miss out anyway. You with me?
Right.
And then if you let it go, if you let it grow a little bit, you can now understand what the business is, who the business is. You can understand the type of business that it's going to be. You can understand the management, the things that we look for. If you let it report for 3 or 4 quarters, now you can see what the whole baby work. You feel me?
Real talk.
Already, family. Appreciate you for tapping in.
Bet. Keep doing your thing.
Already know, man. The real ones know what it is. We're in the building. So check this out. I'm about to hit y'all with something right quick, right? I know everybody gonna say this, man. 1-800-TRAPPER hotline, man. You already know what we doing, man, right? So check this out. Airbnb is gonna do an IPO, right? Airbnb is gonna do an IPO. And this is what I know for sure. I can almost guarantee you everybody gonna jump on that Airbnb IPO. You know why they gonna jump on it? Because in their mind, Airbnb is a good business, right? In their mind, Airbnb is the wave, right? But what you don't know is Airbnb has been running through money and running through a lot of it. And when I say running through it, I mean burning through it. The reason why they about to go public now is because they can't get no more private money. So because they can't get no more private money, what they about to do now, we're gonna go public and get some public money. I'm gonna be real. What they call that in the investing world is there's smart money and then there's dumb money, right? And with the rise, and this ain't no shade at nobody, this is just me talking through, this is me just telling y'all how people talk, right? This is telling me how people talk, this is telling y'all how the investing world talk. The investing world looks at Robinhood investors as dumb money, right? And when I say Robinhood investors, I want you to know that there's 376 million people in America, right? I want you to know that Robinhood has 175 users, right? 175 million users. That means there's almost half of the American population is on Robinhood. I want you to know that. So check this out. It's sheep running with wolves, man. And what I say, when sheep run with wolves, they get ate. So this is going to happen. You're going to see businesses that have no businesses running up, run up. And when they run up, you're going to see the big boys cash out. And then you're going to be left holding the bag. Am I saying that Airbnb can't turn it around? That is not what I'm saying. In the long run, it may be a good business. I don't know. But what I will tell you is this. Anytime you see 175 million people who don't really know what they're doing, because that's what they're looking at. I'm just being real with y'all. They calling Robinhood investors dumb money. They calling Robinhood investors dumb money. I'm gonna just be real with y'all because they feel like y'all don't know what y'all doing. They feel like it's 175 people running stock prices up. There's no way that Hertz should have been ran up. There's no way them things like that should have been ran up. Anytime a business files for bankruptcy, there's no way you should be over there, right? But they feel like because y'all don't know what y'all are doing, because y'all don't know what y'all are talking about, because y'all didn't even know how to do fundamental research, they're going to put it out there. They're going to put a lot of money behind it to make it run up. You're going to jump into there. And then once you jump into it, once they get 175 million of y'all to jump into it, you know what happened? You get robbed without a gun. It's first degree on robbery with no gun. So because there's no gun involved, you can't even call the police. Feel me? But you shouldn't have been out here in these streets trying to trap anyway, because what happens when you get in the streets, you try to sell anything, you are automatically a casualty, or you are a part of the game. Right? So what you need to do is you need to learn how to evaluate and invest in these businesses. Stop riding these trends. Stop riding these trends, because what happens is you will be get ate. And I can promise you that the wolves don't care if that was your rent money, your light bill money. They don't care if it was your last money. They know you were trying to make a quick come up, but they caught you before you could catch them. It's a saying in the streets, I don't care how many guns you got. If I draw my gun out before you, then there's no purpose for you even having one. You feel me? 1-800-TRAPPER hotline, man. Holla at your boy, man. Y'all know what we doing, man. Say y'all feeling this or what, man? Y'all enjoying me tonight? I'm enjoying y'all, man. I'm having a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a good time, man. You heard me? I appreciate my brothers from Earn Your Leisure for letting me get in their studio, right? They haven't even trapped in the studio yet. You know what I'm saying? They let me trap out the band, though. You know what I'm saying? Trap how it's jumping. I'm talking about that magic. We're gonna make it jump like the card up in here. You heard me?
The trap house is over.
Oh, what's good? My bad. Who that was? That was Ralph? Well, let me see. I think you had a question. What you got, family? Hold on. Let me see. You had a question? Unmute.
I'm unmuted.
Go ahead, unmute you. What's good, family?
What's good, bro?
What's good, family?
First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for what you've done for the community.
Sure.
Thank you for my shirt. Trap inquiry is required.
Oh, he got the shirt.
You see me? Got the shirt. And listen, I just came into some bread.
Okay.
I think I did earlier. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't do nothing stupid with it.
Facts.
So I want to make some wise investments. Now I heard you talking about Best Buy and smugglers. Should I jump on that? So I think I'm a
guidelines. No, I can't tell you to jump on. No, I can't tell you to jump on. Go in a group. You know, I put up a good post about it. I can take you to the water, but I can't make you drink.
Got you. And plus, you ain't got your shades.
You did.
My bad. Thank you, Trey.
Nah, but I will say this, man. I definitely like JM Smuckers as a brand. We talked about it a while back. I haven't invested in it, but I did. We did the numbers on it in the group a while back. I think we actually broke it down. Asked Lala Baker to pull that post up for you. I think we broke it down. It was either J.R. Smuckers or another brand. We broke a J Snack, something like that. We broke it down. So if you want to look at the numbers, definitely go look at that. But I do like the brand. I posted about it. They ran up today. Why? Because people love peanut butter and jelly. People love comfort food. People love comfort food. So they're going to eat, and they're going to eat, and they're going to eat. And while they eating, we're going to let the stock price run up, man. Trap with your boy. I appreciate you, family. 1-800-TRAPPER hotline. Holler at your boy, man. Y'all know what we doing, man. Let me call out a couple of these people, man, right quick, man. Shout out to Larry S for the super chat. Appreciate you, family. Shout out to S Rob for the super chat. Appreciate you, family. I'm gonna take one more question, man, and then we're gonna close the trap house, man. You hear me? I'm gonna take one more question, man. Tap in. Let me see. All right, we ain't got no questions in the group. Y'all finished? Who that? I hear you on. What's good?
Hey, Trap, you hear me?
I can hear you, family.
Hey, we've been seeing a lot of the stocks running up, like, you know, the NVIDIAs, the AMDs,
for sure,
the Zooms,
for sure.
A lot of the companies. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, family.
So we always talk about not chasing companies at 52-week highs, but it seemed like a lot of the market is chasing those technology companies and the ETFs. I just wanted to see what your thought was about that, because a lot of those companies like the Zooms, the NVIDIAs, the AMDs, the QComs, they all running at 52-week highs, but they also telling us that, you know, that does something we should be looking at because they're good businesses. So what's your opinion about that?
Man, that's a great question, family. I appreciate you trapping in with me, man. We're gonna make the trap house jump with that one. So check it out. This is what we're gonna do, man. I want you to ask yourself this question, man. Right? I want you to know something, right? It's an old someone old head told me a while back, right? Someone old head told me, I don't want nobody to take offense to me, right? So I got fresh one day, right? I was young, man. I went to Saks, you know what I'm saying? I went and get up, right? And I told the old head, I said, man, I'm about to go to a party. He was like, yeah, boy, you looking clean. I said, man, they're gonna have the females and them, man, for sure, for sure. And he told me this question. He said, you can either be in a rush to get there and get nobody that you want, or you can take your time and get there and get the one that you want. Feel me? Right. So I'm saying all that to say this. If you're chasing something, it's only going to end up bad. Because every time you're chasing something, you don't have the vision for what it really is. You blinded by wanting to get in on the run up. You feel me? You ready to get, and I'm not saying you, what happens is when people see stocks running, they want to jump in on that so they can catch the wave. Instead of saying, you know what? It's running, but I don't care who you is. At some point, you gotta stop running. And when you stop running, that's when I bag you. Because what is this? As it runs, the evaluation sometimes changes if the company is doing numbers. If the company is doing numbers, if the fundamentals, if the company is continuously executing, right? If the company is continuously executing, then the evaluation will change. We should always reevaluate all our businesses every quarter. We should always reevaluate, especially if they're executing. So all you got to do is sit back and be patient. I always tell people, I waited on CMG since 2018. I waited on it. Well, 2015, I missed it in 2018. I waited on it. But when I got it, I was able to get it at 425. It's now up to 1,200. Feel me? That
Yeah, that's patient.
Yeah, that $9 grand is right now at about 60, 70 grand. You hear me? 60-some thousand. You know what I'm saying? That's from being patient. Right? The patient man gonna always win. The patient woman gonna always win. That's your key to being a great investor. Patience. You feel me? If you learn patience of the game, fam, I can guarantee you the stock market goes up 3 times compared to the one time it goes down. But when it does go down, when it does hit, that's when we bag it. That's when we bag it. Remember what I told y'all a while back, man. You make more money in a drought, man. You know what I'm saying? You make more money in a drought. The reason why you see a lot of trappers in a group up right now is because we have been researching, we have been doing the due diligence. So when March 23rd came, we just unloaded the clips. We put the drums on the ARs and we let them fire. All headshots, no body shots. You know what I'm saying? And so now what we do is we reload the clips and we wait for our moment again. So just be patient, don't trip, keep researching. But I want you to do this. I want you every week to put some money in your account. Every week, I want you to put some money in your account. Pay yourself first every week. And what you're going to do with that money, you're going to wait. And then when that opportunity comes, you're going to unload. But this is what I want you to do too. I don't want you to be looking at 1 or 2 stocks. Every week, we drop some stocks just to look at. We do Ticker Symbol Tuesday. That's the reason for Ticker Symbol Tuesday. So we all can drop businesses in there that we like. We can give a breakdown on those businesses so everybody can look at different businesses. That's the idea of it. Right, so I want you to research businesses. That's why I told y'all in the group today, go look at the competitors of businesses that you're invested in. Go look at them reporting earnings. Find business that you like that are inside your circle of competence and research them, research them, research them. There's a bear market somewhere every day in the market. There's a drought somewhere. Try to find out where the drought at. And we kick the door. You know what I mean? So check this out, man. I appreciate everybody for trapping with me tonight, man. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trap. Man, I got nothing but love for everybody, man. I appreciate you all, man. Trappers, man, y'all already know, man. I got nothing but love for y'all. I opened this up because we're not going to do the thing tonight because I got some other stuff to do. That's why I asked y'all, let y'all answer the live questions. It's my joy, man. I love y'all. Everybody in the Facebook group, man. I mean, everybody on YouTube, man. The cousins, man. I appreciate y'all for just rocking with me the way y'all rocking me, man. Let me be my authentic self, knowing that I ain't never got to change, knowing that I can always be the trapper, man. I can't be nothing else, man. So with that being said, I'll see y'all next week, man. 1-800-TRAPPIN hotline. I'm out, you heard me.